All right. We're live, and I'm sorry. I'm very, very sorry for being late. I originally scheduled this program for 1:20, and the reason why I'm late is because, well, I was doing the business of the service. We were closing out a couple of trades, another couple of winners, and we closed out our silver trade, which was a double diagonal. And we closed out our Goldman Sachs trade, which was a put credit spread, put credit spread, and now we're completely flat. That makes I think 12 trades, 13 trades, 12 winners, one flat, right? And so. So now, okay, so we've completed one campaign, 1 month. Now we're into our second campaign, campaign 2, about 5-6 days into it. And this is what we've achieved on the capital account so far. That's almost 17%. So first month we probably did around 11%, and so far in this campaign we've done about 6%. So total about 17%. That's pretty good. That's not our goal, by the way. Our goal is something much less than that. I mean, it's wonderful that we're able to achieve that, but campaign 1 I think was a great start. Campaign 2 we're off also to a great start. I think we still have almost 2/3 of a campaign left. I fully expect that we'll probably reach well over 20% of our starting capital. So that would be 10% per campaign, per month. That is not what we're shooting for. I think that is, unrealistic. But it can be done. It can be done. My problem is that I don't want to take that kind of risk and sacrifice the probabilities of each trade where people have to sweat it. So might pull back a little bit, but we're really shooting for somewhere between 5 and 7%. And the reason why we're shooting for that is to me, that's the magic number. You do 6% a month and you will double your account every year. So if we can do that, that's great. Now, this is totally achievable with a small account. $2,000, I'd say, is the minimum. And that's scalable easily up to 50, 100, millions of dollars. I think that once you start getting up to the millions of dollars of accounts, there are differences, and you probably have to scale back a little bit, and so I think the returns are diminished a little bit. So instead of doubling your account every year, maybe you're doing 50, 60, 70%. But that totally achievable with this strategy. Now, why is this particular episode called Trading Options is the Hardest Way to Make Easy Money? That is actually a paraphrase from a mentor of mine. And if you've been following me for a long time, you know who this guy is. Very successful trader and investor who has made well over $100 million in his career. And he said to me once that, Ernie, trading is the hardest way to make easy money. Now, he wasn't saying that trading itself is hard. Or the strategies are hard, the execution is hard. I mean, once you know what you're doing, it's actually quite easy. The hard part is really keeping to that plan, executing, having the discipline and the patience and the fortitude to stick with it consistently, day in, day out, month in, month out. That is the hardest part, and that is where virtually everybody blows up. Not everybody has a proper strategy, too. They don't really know what they're doing. They're following, fraudulent means, using technical analysis, trying to go long on options, trading Forex and futures, doing penny stocks, day trading. All of that is virtually impossible, no matter what you do, to make money. But if you have a good strategy and you know what your edge is, and you're doing what we're doing, and that is selling premium in a very specific way, then you can make easy money. I mean, really easy money. It's really not that hard. Getting to that point, there's homework, right? And maybe that's where the hard part is. And then there's this tough love, and then there's this sort of conditioning, developing the right habits, developing good habits that will allow you to persist, to be patient, to be disciplined. Those things take work. And not everybody's going to get good right off the bat. But that's what this service is all about. And that's what my tutelage, my mentorship, my coaching is all about in this service, which sets us apart from everybody else. There is nobody else that has this level of attention to their members. And that's what I provide. When you join us, you get direct access to me. You're getting a mentor and a coach, live support. You not only get my email, but you get my phone number, my personal mobile phone number. And you can call at any time. People do, all the time. As a matter of fact, a lot of times you'll probably hear my phone ringing while I'm doing these videos. And that's noble. I'm here for one reason only, and that is to ensure that the students that I've taken on are successful. That sets us apart in that respect from any other service, most of which I consider frauds and scams. I mean, if you're doing day trading, technical analysis, long options, futures, Forex, people are not making money there. I did a video not too long ago, a Brazilian study that showed of 360,000 traders, only 0.5% are beating the S&P. And they're just beating it by 5%. 95% are not making any money at all. 90% are losing money. And so these services that are out there persist. They will tell you that, they can do all these wonderful things, but when you introspect and look into their services, they're usually lacking one thing. First of all, you don't get to talk to the person running the service. Secondly, you don't get to see that person's trading account. Here, my trading account, my brokerage account is an open book. I show it every day to every person in the account. Every trade that I make is clearly right there. I post my brokerage statement for each month in our website. Everybody can see it. I can't run away from this. No hiding. Everything that we do here is truth. And that, again, also sets us apart from everybody else. Plus the fact that our strategy is simply superior. Now, our strategy is very similar. I can only think of one other person out there providing a service who has gotten fantastic reviews and is a very wealthy trader. He generally takes on much larger accounts, people with much larger accounts. And his service, and he's been established for a few years, his service has been around for about 3 years. But he charges 10 times what I charge. 10 times. So I was, trying to contact him and say, look, I understand that you're charging this amount. You take the people that have accounts over 50,000. I'll take everybody else underneath that. All right? Now, once I get to a certain number of people, right now we have about 100. Once we get it to about 250, 300, then I'm going to have to rethink things, because then we will have enough income and revenue that this service is completely sustainable. I can pay my bills, my mortgage. I don't have to worry about anything. What I need to do then is assign the real value of this service and bring it up. It still won't be where this fellow's is at literally 10 times what mine is right now. But that's what we'll do. So if you want to get in, now is the time. I suspect that by the end of the year that we will be up there, and then that's when the price will go up. The word's going to get out, what we're doing here. There are no other people out there that are sharing their brokerage account that is a complete open book. that has the level of service. Even this fellow here does not have the type of service and direct communication that I have with the students. He's got great experience, not as much as me. I mean, I've been in this industry for 40 years. He's been in for maybe 15, 20 years. I'm not discounting what he's doing. He's fantastic. And I feel free to, you know, I'll even mention who it is. His name is David Jaffe. I just recently became aware of him over the past couple of months, and we've been going back and forth with the emails. I'm more than willing to split up the world. You can have the people that are more well-heeled with larger accounts. I'll take everybody who's new, who's learning. Our strategies, I think, are virtually identical, except for one important difference. I believe our methodology of picking winners is superior. And it's based on a lot of things that I have professed in my services here for many, many years. So I think that my service is clearly the best service out there, bar none. And you can join now. Join now, and then you can enjoy the, in 1.5 months, a 17% return. Now, I'm not promising that. That's just fantastic. I'm so happy that we've done that, but I think it's unsustainable, because you would have to do certain things to try to achieve that I think would probably not be conducive to what we're trying to achieve here, and that is consistent, steady, incremental profits. It's the way to go. We're not trying to hit home runs here. We are trying to basically build wealth. Now, I started this whole service as sort of an adjunct onto an investor service that I have called the Asymmetric Advisor, where we invest in natural resource companies, junior miners that are likely takeover candidates, that sort of thing. And that's gone fantastic. We have 2 picks that are in triple digits, another 2 picks that are in high double digits. We have 1 lagger that's only making like 15%. But that service has been the only problem is that hasn't been a huge amount to do because of the pandemic and the situation in the economy. The amount of takeovers and mergers and acquisitions are slowing down. So I decided to start this service for them, if they chose to go with it, so that they could make incremental profits and build up their capital so that they could invest in these things. That's literally how this service started. But now I'm realizing that there's a huge need out there, because there are so many frauds out there. There are so many people that you're not going to make money with. You know, I mean, Options Alpha, for instance, they just totally overtrade and use strategies that are unbelievably risky. Tasty Trade, excellent information, but their methodology, their overtrading is just, I don't think that anybody that actually trades with that can really make money. Here, with what we're doing, you'll make money. It'll be hard not to. Well, as long as you practice the things that I said in the beginning, why is it the hardest way to make easy money? And that is because you have to be patient, persistent, and disciplined. And you have to be disciplined in the things that you learn here on what has actual edge. And that's what we teach. That's what we teach. It's as simple as that. Renee Frank says, put it another way, throw strikes, not around the plate, and less walks. Yeah, we throw all strikes. Nothing but strikes and nothing but singles. That's pretty much it. Some singles are a little bit better that can turn into doubles, but we're going for the singles, one after the other. And it works. Go to the previous video where I started to introduce, what this service is about, and look at the comments. Those are people that are members of this service. So after, what we're going to be doing after this video is starting our campaign number 2. We're picking or developing our watch list. We've kind of pivoted from campaign 1, and we're actually simplifying things. And I think that's the hallmark of a great service and strategy, is that you can simplify things down and right to its essence, and cut away things enough until you're just left with the things that are actually needed. And that's actually what we're doing. We're simplifying it, cutting it down, focus on things, and like a laser beam to come in at that, 6% every month. Hey, if we make 10, 15, 20% a month, I'm not going to throw it away, as long as we stick to the plan and don't overtrade, don't take undue risks, and find that premium and just pull it in. That's what we do. All right. That's pretty much all I have to say. I'm sorry I was late. If you would like to join this service, like I said, by the end of the year, we're easily going to be up to that magic number of subscribers. This price is going way up. You can lock yourself in right now. Ridiculously low price. Literally 1/10 of my major competitor, who I don't consider a competitor. We can split up the world. 1/10 the price that he's charging. And what I believe is just as good, maybe even in some ways a superior service. It's certainly superior in terms of the education and the support that you get. So that's it. I want to thank you very much for joining me. I hope you have a great rest of the week. It's Monday, another great week. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you very much. We'll see you next time.